Magnus resigning against Hans Niemann. This one, is it now going to be a draw?
Yes. I'm slightly surprised Magnus went for this last move, giving up his rook for white's bishop and pawn. White is a pawn up, but some calculation is needed. If the white king can make its way and win black's pawn, it's game over, but Magnus knows his endgames, and there's not going to be a way for white to win this one. Black keeps the opposition like he does here, blocks off the advance of the white king, and we're just going to see a shuffle by both kings here. No way through. This is endgame 101. King and pawn endgame is so tricky, but if you know your stuff, you can save a lot of points. Yeah, this one, it's so unfair, chess. You see the most exciting game, roller coaster game. They always seem to end in draws, however. And king versus king. Did you see that? Magnus just clapped, applauded Pragg, and we have a draw.
Wow, that is so interesting. Magnus Carlsen and Praggnanandha, they keep having the best fights in the Meltwater Champions Chess Tour. And this one went all the way down to king versus king. A draw between the 17-year-old and the world #1, Magnus Carlsen. Now we are, oh, look at that. An applause. What is that about when he's applauding?
I think he just loves players who go for him, who really embrace the battle, who play chess to the highest standard, and he knows that Pragg is a potential challenger to the World Championship throne, maybe one of his future successors, and I think he just loves facing these top rivals.
Yeah. And now we are, of course, hoping for a comment from Magnus Carlsen. He has said before the tournament that he does not want to give interviews. He has not picked up the phone. It does not look like we will get a comment from him. We have also tried to call Hans Niemann. He has also finished for the day. He has also hung up the phone when we tried to call. It doesn't look like right now we will have reactions from the two players in the center of the stage. But we do have some other reactions coming up. But this game, David, we could just take a look at maybe the reason Magnus applauded Praggnanandha here.
Yeah, I would just want to backtrack all the way to the beginning, the opening choice by Praggnanandha. It was so aggressive, it was entertaining for us to watch, and this is great strategy, I think. Any of you, anytime you play a strong player, someone who you think might be slightly higher rated, don't show them respect. Just go on the attack at an early stage. White has just pushed his h-pawn forward. This is a typical technique, a very trendy idea ever since AlphaZero was introduced. Anytime black fianchettos a pawn, you want to push your pawn forward, act as a battering ram. And the black knight came out, defending this square, seemingly making this advance impossible. But white said, OK, I'm going to do this anyway. Pragg not showing any fear, and even sacrificing a rook for knight here, allowing the white queen to come out. And we did see that the black king was in a lot of trouble. If you analyze this game with a computer, you will see that Pragg had winning opportunities later in the game, but great attacking ideas, great defense from Magnus Carlsen, and in the end, those balanced each other out. Really, really fun battle to watch, and it was a fair draw.